Hello guys, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today is another day again for us to talk about the current issues in South Africa and what the future holds for Ghana and South Africa's relationship in terms of business and in terms of diplomacy rather. So yesterday I was talking about the postponement of South Africa's president's visit to Ghana. That was postponed or that was refused or rejected by the presidency of Ghana. And today I said we are going to talk about the future of Ghana, what is the future of Ghana and South Africa, what the future holds concerning their bilateral relationship in terms of business, in terms of politics, and all the rest. So good morning again, good afternoon, and good evening or good night, wherever you are watching me from the streaming. This is Ayuk David, and you are just sit. Okay, we have a lot to talk today. So South Africa has been one of the major friend or a big friend to Ghana. South Africa has been a good friend to Ghana for decades, for years now. And the South African government has invested, or South Africa as a whole. When we talk about South African government, it's different from South Africa as a whole. That's to do with South Africans who are businessmen and who are politicians. South Africa has invested billions, of rands into the economy of Ghana, and they have invested in the telecommunications, in banking, in retail, and in mining. And Ghana is a country that have a good bilateral, trading relation with Ghana for years now, and their friendship has made it so peaceful that Ghanaians can go over to South Africa to work, to stay, and to make some money. So now, the president of South Africa was rejected or was turned down his proposal to come over to Ghana for the AU's commission and for them to talk about the future of what the AU holds, and also about to strengthen the relationship between South Africa and Ghana. But he was turned down because of the xenophobic tension and the violence that is currently in South Africa, and that has made Ghanaians to be victim. Hello, thank you for joining. I can see you guys. Thank you for joining. Let's have a talk. We are talking today about the Ghana and South Africa relationship, in terms of business and all the like. So, and to further say it, Ghana is a country that has, a lot of resources, and South Africans have come into the country to invest in the economy of Ghana. And Ghana has a lot of gold. So there are so many mining companies in Ghana that are owned by South Africans. You can get the point now. So if President Ramaphosa is going to Ghana, it's because there is this connection they have with each other in terms of diplomacy and in terms of business. Telecommunications. Ghana has MTN, which is a South African-owned company, and that has employed many Ghanaians, as well as other foreign nationals who are from different parts of Africa who are working there, that were hired by the MTN telecommunication company and were sent or posted to Ghana. And Ghana is a major exporter of goods and resources to South Africa. So many of Ghanaians, their resources, okay, their goods and services are exported more to Ghana, to South Africa compared to other African nations. So President Ramaphosa knew why he wanted to visit Ghana. His visiting Ghana is to revive, rekindle that love, that fire of business, of brotherly business, of coming together as two nations, okay, to make money together and to help each other. And Ghana is one of those countries in Africa that supported South Africans in the time of apartheid. So there's this good relationship they have had for decades. So he's coming to Ghana is not just to visit the place to say hello, hi. So he's coming first for the business, to strengthen the business relationship they have, and which God they are still having. They are still having it. But now the xenophobic tension has made it so difficult that has caused so much harm that the president wants to fix it. And also, Ghana is a country that loves education, okay, and they invest into education as well. And there are many Ghanaian professors who are teaching in universities in Ghana. In the Marines, Ghana has one of the best marine schools in West Africa. Yes, they have one of the best. In architecture, they have one of the best. In African fabrics, they have one of the best. Are you getting me? So it is a thing that South Africans don't want to miss it. Okay. So Ramaphosa's aim was to visit South Africa, Ghana, talk and plead. Understand me? Because things of the government are not spoken on TV. You meet the president, you talk, and then the president send, his collaborators to the street, and they calm everybody down for everything to move on smoothly. But his prompt reaction to xenophobia is late. He will have acted ever since, but it's late now. People see him more as somebody who don't care. People see this xenophobic movement and tension as something that is being protected or that has been sponsored by the government. Now remember that the March and March movement for immigrants to leave South Africa, which has now become the undocumented immigrants to leave South Africa, is championed by Jacinta Ngubeze Zuma. She's the leader of it. You have the Operation Dudula, which is championed by Zandile, Dabula. You have Fakela Damba. His name is funny. He has a very strong name. It's difficult to pronounce. It's Fakela, Damba Dada, if I don't mistake it. So it's a difficult name to pronounce. Okay, these guys, their aim, is to make sure that the illegal immigrants who are in South Africa, who have been causing trouble, and which has made it difficult for the South Africans to live and breathe peacefully and smoothly, live a beautiful life, have money, and make a life, have been threatened by the presence of illegal immigrants. I guess now the economy of South Africa has been boosted for decades because of many foreign nationals who have brought in their resources into the country, their know-how, their businesses, and has financed for the production of services and goods, and which has contributed to the growth of South Africa's economy over the decades. You cannot downplay the effort of many immigrants who have been in South Africa for years and who are supporting the economy of South Africa. They are very good ones, and they are good ones. Now, look at what Donald Trump, during his first mandate, he said He said many of the jobs that are owned by Americans has been exported to China. Many of those jobs has been exported to China, and that he's coming during his first mandate, during his first term of his first mandate. He said he's coming to export, back to import back those jobs, those American jobs, back into America. And many nationals, many Americans supported the aim, supported the claim, supported the movement. There was one of the conferences. I had one of the conferences in the White House where NT&T and many other companies, telecommunication companies, the automobiles, they came together that they are going to give Americans jobs. Because he's coming, he said, you want to make sure that he curb unemployment and make sure that Americans are fully and gainfully employed. And the employment is not the mean jobs, good jobs. So I understand why South Africans are crying that foreigners have taken away their jobs. I can understand that. Because every government and every country wants its citizens or has citizens to have jobs that they can boast of, jobs that they can make a good living and have a good standard of living. You cannot be in your country and you are suffering. So Donald Trump, propelled this claim and wanted the jobs that American companies took to China. How did they take this job to China? The billionaires and the wealthy men, they carry their money and go to China and say, China, we want this to be created. We want these facilities. We want these clothing. We want this. There are many clothing lines in America owned by Americans whose primary manufacturer is China. Most of the brands you wear today, the beautiful brands you are wearing today, all over the world, coming from, especially from America, were designed in America and manufactured in China. One, because the cost of production is small, is low. Two, the quality is of good standards, is high. So they carry it there because the manpower there is many. China is 100 how many billion persons. Second is India. So China has a lot of labor, man labor, technical labor, machine labor to provide to those who want their product to be produced in their country and exported out of their country to where the investors are. So these guys take their monies, go to China, get things that they want. You can literally fabricate any kind of thing that you want in China because they have the market, they have the technology, they have the know-how, and it's cheap, very cheap. So Donald Trump wanted that the Americans who goes to China should go there to bring back their jobs, to bring the money, to bring the goods and services that that they want, that China is producing back in America, so that the jobs can be created and by so doing create employment, which every country love. Every country love. China is moving all over the world, aiding and helping other countries to make money through different means. The same problem, the same thing the South Africans are fighting for, other countries have been fighting for. But just that South Africans use the wrong means. Now, for a revolution to be respected, one of the things that has to be avoided is violence. Any revolution that had to involve in violence always failed. Remember the First World War and the Second World War? Germany was hindered badly. Many people suffer casualties because of that. But what they do, they finally end it on the table. They write down the clause, write down the laws that should be followed. So, South Africans, you people have a good claim. Jacinta Zuma, you are good. Fekala, you are good. Zandile, you people are good, but you people are using the wrong means. And remember, once a crowd goes out, what they think is different from what you have told them. And what they are thinking is different from what you have been instructed, they have been instructed to do. Remember, in a crowd of 20, there are others who are for violence. There are others who don't think, who don't reason well. They want to just see anything to do to get money or to do whatever they want to do in a protest. That's why you see the looting and destruction of properties. So I'll come back to this topic today. So I'll say I will talk about the economy, the state of the economy. Okay, so that's why I termed it Ghana and South Africa relationship in business. There are many businesses that have been destroyed in South Africa that were there to help the communities, that were there helping the South Africans. Today I stumbled on a video where the South Africans, some of the guys in the community went to a local spaza owned by a foreigner. Now the spaza was locked by this foreigner. They came there, knock, tried to do, to ask the foreigner to open, but the foreigner could not open. Now look at what happened. They are looking for what? A good, or what, something to purchase to assist them. But now, since it has been locked, they have to move to another area or to a far, neighborhood to get what they want purchased. First, there's discomfort. That movement is discomfort. 2, you might still go there and don't find what you want because it must not be there. So imagine in many places in Kwateng, in KwaZulu-Natal, in Ratanda, in Eastern Cape, in Tiwini, in all these areas, okay, in Joburg, in all the areas that the protest is ongoing. Imagine the shops there have been burned down. Many shops that have been burned down. Many foreigners have left their fleet. They have run away. Imagine the economy of those areas. Will it be strong or will it be weak? Now, let's just imagine it. Now, there's something I want to say. Is it that it is only foreigners that are there into business, that are doing the business well, that South Africans don't know how to do? That's the question. It shows South Africans don't know how to do business. So if foreigners come there, they try to do the business and they prosper, and the South Africans are either jealous or there's something wrong somewhere. And there are South Africans who do better business than foreigners. So there's something that is wrong. Something is wrong. So we have to, talk about this and synthesize the people. Jacinta is a radio personality. She's a journalist. So she knows what the media can do. Okay. Her match movement is a good one. Today they had a match because she promised that they will come out every Thursday to have a match until the immigrants are gone or the undocumented immigrants are gone. It's a good thing. But now they should sit down. South Africans, the leaders, Jacinta Ngubeze Zuma and Pekala Danba, the name is difficult, okay? And Sandile Dabola. You guys should sit down. You tell people, keep away pride, keep away this accord, sit down, strategize how to make the movement be credible in the eyes of the world. The media can paint anybody black. Okay? So paint your movement good in the eyes of people. How do you paint it? No violence. Put pressure on the government to look for ways, okay, to fetch out illegal immigrants. You don't have the right as South Africans to lay your hands on an immigrant, to hurt him or her. You have no right. Your right is to go out, protest, put more pressure on the government to do it right. And I know there are many illegal immigrants in South Africa, many. Because South Africa is a beautiful country. First of all, it's beautiful. It has a beautiful weather, a good weather. The ecosystem in business is good. They have beautiful women. You can get married to one of them and have beautiful children, and you live a beautiful life. That's why you see more foreigners when they come there. They're not coming there because they want to get married to South Africans because of papers. Some of there is because the women are beautiful and they love the women. And South African women also love foreigners. And also, there's also a guy who came online and was saying that South African men don't respect women. You see that they don't respect women. That is the reason why you see South African women fall more for foreigners, because foreigners, we treat them with love and respect, and women love and respect because women are tender. Their emotional hormones prompt them, make them to be tender. Hello, thank you for joining. He said, "This guy, thank you. Hello, guys, thank you for joining." Okay, and I've just received a comment now from one of my, those watching me, viewers. He said, "You are lying to yourself, bro." No, I'm not lying, bro. I'm just stating some facts, and what I'm saying is just a point of view, and what you are saying also is a point of view. Okay, we are there to give out our views, and now we now sit down to talk about the things. I'm not a South African. I'm a Cameroonian. And I've never lived in South Africa. I've never been in South Africa, but I study some things, learn some things. That's why I'm not condemning South Africans for coming out for their right to protest, to march for illegal immigrants to leave. But all I'm saying is, using violence on people is bad, and is bad. Martin Luther did not go to the streets to protest and said they should burn down houses, burn down shops, or burn down the whites, or to kill them because there is segregation of the blacks. The blacks should not enter the same buses as the whites. The blacks should have a different role in school. Okay, he never said that. He said, let's go and march. Let's believe in God. He used scriptures. He said, we are going out doing it peacefully. We protest peacefully until we are heard, until there's a change. Are you getting me? So it is a thing that you people need to use. There are many videos. I'll post some of them where you see how South Africans, they are punching, they are beating other nationals because they are immigrants. That is xenophobic. That's bad. That is hurtful. Okay. Hello, another one said, "Can I ask you something?" Yes, bro. Thank you. Just ask a question. Okay, I'm here. Okay, ask a question. I'll give you the answer that can best suit you in a more, emotionally intelligent way. Okay, so you can ask a question, bro. You can ask. So as I was saying, okay, so this is what is happening now. There's no violence. No violence has ever produced any good result. No violence, no. There's no violence that have ever produced a good result. No. Nelson Mandela, the Madiba of South Africa, the great icon in Africa, the peacemaker, he was locked up, jailed for 25 years, if I'm not mistaken. He came out, he said, South Africa is for all, whether you are black or you are white. He did not say we are going to punish the whites for the things they did to us during the apartheid. He did not. These are two Africans that, Martin Luther is an African. He's an African descent. They were just the parents, the forefathers were just exported to the Americas through slave trade. So these are Africans. Are you getting me? America is not for the whites. The Red Indians own the United States of America, not the whites. The Americans that you see that they are white, those are people who came from Britain and flee from Britain because they were of the poor class. They were refused the right to vote. They were refused the right to have tea. They were refused the right to sit in big places. They refused the right to many things. That's why they left England and went on to explore the world, and they found America. Okay, which is now they found America, that soil. Okay, they found the soil, and it was preoccupied and still occupied by the Red Indians, who are the aborigines of the land. Are you getting me? So that is what it is. And from there, things started evolving until it became America today, from 13 North American colonies to America today. Now, every country must fight illegal immigrants, but it's not the place of the population to take it into their hands to start hurting the immigrants. Because some of the immigrants that were beaten, their shops looted, some of their shops being burned down, most of them have documents as residents. Most of them have documents to do business in South Africa. Yes, most of them. So, if at all, okay, there is a check for all the immigrants, as one of the state officer of how do they call him, from KwaZulu-Natal, he said out of 561 immigrants that were taken to custody or that were checked, only 2 had issues with documents. That is South African speaking. So if you go down, so if you get into my channel, there's a video I just posted. I posted it this morning. Okay, I think no, it will come on air it will be premiered by, I think, 1 p.m. today, if I'm not mistaken. Where the police, okay, one of the police commanders was telling the population that they are not taking sides. That if they find an immigrant who is not documented, he said that man will be sent back to his country. Now, this is what was supposed to be done before this movement started, or during this movement. They will have halted all those who were into violence, okay, in order to preserve the image of South Africa. In order to preserve the image of South Africa. That's what was supposed to be done. And I applauded that police officer, because that is what is supposed to be done. The Immigration Office or Department of South Africa, the Home Affairs, is in charge of that. The Home Affairs of South Africa had to take charge of all those, so that those who are not documented, okay, will be fetched out and be sent back to their country. And every country in the world fight that. Sweden just passed a law, that was last month, of moral behavior. Okay, it passed a law of moral behavior. As if you're an immigrant, you behave foolishly, whether you're documented or not, you'll be repatriated back to your country. You don't come to people's country and be creating nuisance. You don't come to people's country and you start causing crimes. You don't. You should not. So if you're going to somebody's house to visit, and when you visit there, they open the doors for you, they welcome you, they give you what you want, they make you to feel at home and to live comfortably, and now you want to start causing them trouble? No. They have to send you out. That's not your house. You're just a stranger, a visitor for a while. So you don't come there to cause trouble. Okay, my brother, I've seen what you said. Let me read it. This, my brother said, I don't promote those criminals who take, advantage. You take advantage of the peaceful march. But do you think it's fair for your neighbor, to come and do what they think is good in your house without following your rules? I just said this now. First of all, I want to applaud you, bro. I want to applaud you for what you're saying. Kulan Mashaba. Yes, Kulan Mashaba. I want to applaud you for what you just said. Okay, that you said you don't promote what? Criminals. You don't promote criminality. I just want to applaud you for that. It's a good one. Okay, but you should not allow anybody who comes to your house to disrespect you, okay, and to do things crazily. I'm with you with this one, okay? These are coming out with you. He said, I don't promote criminals, who take advantage of a peaceful march. Yes, that's true. There are those in the march who are into criminal acts. That march is a peaceful one and supposed to be peaceful continually till the end, till South Africa can get the result that they want. But there are many criminals who are into it to loot and to do nonsense. Thank you for not promoting and for not, standing for it. It's a good one. And you said also that, but do you think it's fair for your neighbor, to come and do whatever they think is good in your house without following your rules? No. Nobody is allowed to come into a country without respecting the laws of that land. There's a country in the Asian continent, I think it's Malaysia or Indonesia. Once you come into the country as a foreigner and discover that you're a foreigner and it's your first time in the country, they will ask you, do you understand English? Do you understand French? What is the language that you best understand? Okay, best understood or best understand. That whatever they will say to you, you can reply and respond as they want. So they will tell you, you bring down the laws of the country for good conduct. Okay, like Sweden did. And they will say, in this country, if you smoke and you are caught, you pay this fine. If you chew your chewing gum and after you have finished enjoying the sweetness of the chewing gum and you discard it on the ground, when you are caught, you'll be given 100 lashes of a cane and you pay a fine of $1,000. $1,000. If you're into drug, you'll be locked up, you'll be beaten or killed, and you pay a fine of so amount of dollar. Are you getting? So they read to you the laws, the bylaws of the laws of the land, so that you should know that as you are coming to this country, these things are not allowed. Drinking in public, throwing littering of death everywhere is not allowed in this country. So what South Africa is doing, what the South Africans they are doing, they say we are going back to the time we used to be before, where we can live peacefully. And Fekala Dan Badanda, he made a video and he said, and I love that video. He said, foreigners has been living in South Africa for more than 25 years. That's 2 decades and a half. And he said that they were peaceful until the foreigners said, we are going to take over your land. He said what got him angry is that the foreigners said they're going to take over their women. And imagine if you take someone's women, it takes a man, woman, or the women of a land. It means you are breeding, you want to, kill the race, erase the roots of those people, and breed in your own race now. That will be called after you. That means you want to destroy the Zulu people, want to destroy the Tonga people, want to destroy the other, tribes and nationals from the land. So they said, no, we have to fight back. So these people are fighting out of grievances that have been there for long. Okay, that's where all this march is from. This protest, this anti-immigrant tension and fever and activism is birthed from. So that's what is happening now in South Africa. The people are mad, but now that's why you should not be angry and don't think well. The moment you are angry, okay, sit down, ask what makes you angry. Secondly, now strategize how to solve the issue, but avoid violence. Okay, avoid violence. Another band. Thank you for commenting. Okay, this guy said, "What is your objective here?" My objective here is to, for the world not to hate South Africa. That's the first thing. Africans not to hate South Africa, because there's there's a lot of hate now in the African continent against South Africa. It was seen, okay, during the World Cup, in the opening match of South Africa and Mexico. Every African supported South Africa and Mexico. Every African, okay, because they saw how cruel and brutal the South Africans were to Africans who were there. So they said, okay, the only way to hold the South Africans is to support Mexico. And many South Africans cried out. So my aim, my objective, one of my objectives here is that I want to promote what? The awareness that South Africans, or South Africa as a country as a whole, is not a bad country. The second thing that I'm promoting is that you can protest, you should have the emotional intelligence that violence has never bring out a positive result. Instead, it has destroyed more than constructing. And the third one is South Africans still need foreigners, as well as other countries still need South Africans. In this video, the South African government or South Africans has invested billions of rands in Ghana. They have telecommunication companies there. They are also into mining. They're also into retail renters. Are you getting me? So there is a lot that South Africa has contributed to Ghana, and there's a lot that Ghana also has contributed to South Africa. So my objective is to make sure that Africans should collaborate more, to come together the more. Collaborate more, come together the more, and build a unism spirit where the ecosystem, the business ecosystem, the be strong. Okay. Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you all those who are live. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Yo, thank you. I'm good, bro. Thank you. Another person is asking, how are you, bro? Thank you. I'm good. And you too, how are you doing? Sure you're good. Sure you're good. How you kick it there? And I want to say hi. And I want to say, so the people who have died, who is to take the blame? Now the people who have died, who is to take the blame? Two things. Two people to take the blame. Okay. The people who killed them. That's the first thing. Why should you kill another person? A Nigerian was shot in front of his shop. A Ghanaian was killed. I'm sure that's one of the things that prompted the Nigerian to have a press conference, the youth, to say they don't want South Africans anymore in their country. And also that made John Mahama, the president of Ghana, to ask the presidency not to actually allow or to give an open door visit for the South African president Cyril Ramaphosa to come to the country, because her citizen was killed. So the first people that we blame are those who killed them. Second, and those who killed them are South Africans. Yes, they're South Africans. So the South Africa has to be blamed for it. That's the first people. The second people that to be blamed, do you know the people? There's nobody that should be blamed. You know, I said nobody should be blamed. The first thing is, if you want to blame everybody, okay, you are not going to blame anybody. Now, the crime waves in South Africa has led to, the insecurity that South Africans are protesting that immigrants should leave their country. South Africans, in quote, some of the group of South Africans, and there are a group of South Africans who say that foreigners should not leave because they are enjoying the benefit of foreigners in their country. So South Africa is a beautiful country, and we should promote peace with one another. Okay, there's this, I want to read this one. Okay, this guy is saying, are you from South Africa? No, bro, I'm not from South Africa. I'm a Cameroonian. I'm from Cameroon. I'm from the country of the great prayer Roger Miller. I'm from the country of Samuel Eto'o. I'm from the country of Rigobert Song. the great footballers for Cameroon, okay? And Cameroon is not a French country. Cameroon is a bilingual country where we speak both English language and the French language as well. So I'm from the English part of Cameroon, and I'm an African. Okay, so I'm a Cameroonian. And let me read this comment before I proceed. It says, when the Ghana, okay, what has Ghana contributed to South Africa? Like, it's a name five of what? Of Ghana companies in South Africa. Now, I'm not a Ghanaian, and I don't know much about the companies that Ghana has in South Africa, but Ghana is into mining, and has many companies in Ghana that is the mining company, into the mining, industry. And most of the golds, South Africa also has gold, a lot of gold. But now you cannot depend on your gold alone. You have to make sure that you expand your strength, your power, economically and in business to make much money to sustain you. So Ghana export some goods and other goods to South Africa. And don't tell me that there are no companies in South Africa that are owned by South Africans. There are some companies that are owned by Ghanaians that are in South Africa. There are saloons, there are spaza that are owned by Ghanaians. So that's a little business, that's a mini business that Ghanaians have. So they also render services to South Africans. They sell their goods in form of skills, which has helped South Africa also. So they also contribute into the services, the development, and the growth of South Africa in one way or the other. I think I've answered you well. Okay, and another one said, the people who died in South Africa was due to the crime. The students of South Africa, the student of South Africa who died in Nigeria. Okay, so the students who died in Nigeria. Okay, the Boko Haram attacks on students in Nigeria is also crime. I'm not disputing the fact. Yes, the people who died in Nigeria, in South Africa, was due to crime. I'm talking about the people who died because of the protests, the march, the Operation Dudula movement, the anti-immigrant movement. I'm talking about that. The people who died is due to the movement. Okay, and also crimes. Also, it's about, see, nobody should promote crime. Crime is never a good thing. Okay, promoting or hiding crimes is never good, and it will be something of no good repute, to cover it. And you cannot tell me that it's only for foreigners that are into crimes in South Africa. There are many South Africans who are into crimes, bigger crimes than foreigners, many. Okay, so South Africans have a lot of work to do. Strategize on how to move forward. Every day you are marching, what have you drafted to meet the president, to meet the home affairs officers in your various provinces and regions, and communities? Draft something, Jacinta, Zandile, Pakela. Draft something. Prepare a memorandum. Prepare something that when you go to the government, you say, this is what we have. Will they call you up now? What are people going to present? This is what we have concerning this anti-immigrant movement, concerning the undocumented or the immigrants that have to come to South Africa, concerning what they have to do and what not to do. Okay. But c'est qui là-bas là-dedans? Madame Belle, je suis en live. Coupe ici là, coupe ici. Coupe ici. Hello. Thank you. Coupe là-bas, oui. Tu veux quoi là-bas? Il faut te méfier. Sorry guys, sorry. I'm in the studio, I'm a team director, and so we are here. I'm in the studio, and there are guys who are, want to play some music from the other side of the. So that's where the noise came from. So people should draft okay, how to walk about, your stuff. Yes, drive it. It's going to help. But I want to applaud the South Africans. All you guys who came out. They used to say, there's unity, there's strength in unity. You see how people came out for all the immigrants who are undocumented to leave South Africa, both documented and undocumented, flee for their lives. They are afraid that they're going to be killed and hurt. You get it? So still come out in that same magnitude and protest for a change in the government. So most of you cry that there's corruption. It's true. Come out, protest the right way, not with violence, and there's going to be a change. It's your fundamental human rights, okay, your civil rights as foreigners, as South Africans. Okay. Let me read this comment. There is a lot of wrong going on in Africa. Okay, he said, but everyone only wake up when South Africa says something. Yes, there's a lot of wrong in Africa. Many things are wrong in Africa. But everyone is up when South Africa says something, because the reason is because it's the violence. It was the violence, okay, on properties, on businesses, on human lives. That's why people wake up to say no, to condemn it. Are you getting? That's where people never loved what was going on. Hey, oh, thank you. This other commenter said, I love Jeremy Chitap. Wow, yes. He was a big time striker. Jeremy Chitap in those days, he was a big time striker. Cameroon has never had such a player since ever his retirement. He was a very good player. He's resilient, he's tough, Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, this other brother said, we have to pray about this. It's not, xenophobia. It's evil spirits. Since South Africa used to live with foreigners, there was not a matter. Okay, he said, since South Africa, there was not a hater. They were not haters. So they have to pray. It's true. They should pray. People should pray. Because how will such movement have a strength to produce violence? Okay, there should be prayers. Okay, you should have to pray. And there are many men of God in South Africa, good ones, those who hear from God, who are spiritual. And I'm sure their prophecies have been going on, and they'll be giving out, things, instruction on how South Africans should go about it. And you people should pray. It's very important. Okay, another brother says, see, my brother, for now, South Africa is no more in the African continent. It's an ideology. I love it. Okay, it's a good ideology that South Africa is no more in the African continent. But hey, South Africa is no more in the African continent. I understand this figure of speech. I understand the way you put it. In terms of development, okay, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of growth and being giant, South Africa should not be considered as an African country. Is good, but also you are lying to yourself. Okay, South Africa is now. What makes you think Europe is better than Africa? Europe has never been better than Africa, because most of the resources that Europe enjoys, most of them come from Africa. Most of the rest. Now look at Indonesia. Indonesia took palm nuts from West Africa and took it over to Indonesians. They took, I think, Malaysians or Indonesians, so one of those countries. They took palm nut from Africa to their country because they have the similar tropical climate as Africa. They took it there and cultivated them. Today they are the biggest exporter of palm oil, which is considered the best form of oil to consume in cuisines. And what they do is they refine, they recycled all the waste of the palm nut and the branches to give fertilizers to the same palm tree and to produce more. That's just an example. So if we say South Africa is no more a country in Africa as a continent, in the literal word, you are lying. And many people will consider it to be, you say, this guy, you don't know what you're saying. That, do you have sense? Okay. But South Africa is in the continent of Africa. I don't condemn your claim. It's a good claim, but I'm trying to explain to you what that means. South Africa is in the African continent, and it will remain in the African continent. And you are all Africans, you are all blacks. Okay, so you are Africans, and South Africa is in Africa. So, and we just pray for the best that South Africa, so the South African government should wake up. They're already waking up. I've seen how during the 30th March, there were many policemen in the streets trying to stop, okay, all the the protesters who are into the looting. They were stopping them. So it's a good one. I love it, and people, you guys should keep up, okay? Keep up. So many comments. He said they are supposed to have what? Such businesses. According to South Africa, the law only allows South Africans to do business, small business. Yes, the law only allows South Africans to do small businesses. It's true. But now, if you are documented to go into those businesses, there are laws in South Africa that permit you to do businesses, small businesses. There are laws that permit that. So I will not read all. Well said. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate. Another one said, well done, brother. You asked if I'm in South Africa. No, I'm not a South African. I'm a Cameroonian. I'm from Cameroon, okay, in Central Africa, geographically and economically, or in Central Africa, politically and geographically, in Central Africa. That's where I am. That's where Cameroon is. So it's just a lot. There's a lot of happening in South Africa that we just need to watch how it's going and try to tell the people the right things to do. South Africans are angry. You have to be angry. Many of you have lost your children, your friends, your neighbors to drugs and to other things that some foreigners brought into the country. Some, not all. And some of your brothers are also into the same drugs and gangs before even the immigrants came to join them or came to the country. So it's something that you have to sit, put emotions aside, think logically, and move forward. That's all I have for you today. And thank you for being on this my life for this long. And I want to appreciate you guys. You South Africans, you are good people. Many of you are against the violence. Many of you are against Afrophobia, as is found in Eastern Cape. Okay, many of you are against xenophobia. Many of you are for people to live in South Africa documented, which is supposed to be done and has to be the right thing that is supposed to be done. So I just want to appreciate all the South Africans who came out massively on the 30th of June, and I've not seen any video where, or anyhow, I don't have any update where, where anybody was hurt or killed, or there was any vandalism and looting. I've not seen any yet. If I will see any, I will post it, I will talk about it, and I will condemn it. But you guys have been so, responsible these past days. And the march today from Jacinta, so far, Jacinta Gubeze Zuma has been doing, her march is good. Okay, her march is good, and I've not seen any violence. Most of the violence come from men, from the men activists. But from Jacinta, I've not seen any as of now. Okay, I've not seen any. So I just want you guys, if I'm mistaken, but I know some of those guys who are with Jacinta, some of them are also violent, and some of them have caused some looting, if I'm not mistaken, or have hurt some immigrants. But what is there is no South African can live alone. Okay, yes, bro, you can ask. Another person wants to ask me something. You can ask whatever you want to ask. Okay, so it's just what we are supposed to do. We okay, the guy said, let me read it like this last comment. He said, I think you need to do a study about South Africa. He said, and I said, I think you don't know what he says. He said, I think, he said South Africa first, and then he said, because lack of information is misleading a lot of people on social media. Yeah, I'm talking what I saw on social media. There are videos that I saw. That's what I'm talking about. They're talking about the violence of the videos that I saw. And I've also carried out my own research on some things that I'm saying which are of importance and of great importance, and which are also educative. Bro, on the 30th we have another person said, bro, on the 30th we have some bad videos from March and March. But I've not seen any. So that's what I'm saying. If I thought I saw any, I would say it. So if on the 30th, the March and March, the movement had some bad videos, it's okay. But as of now, I've not seen any. If I see any, I will talk about it and I will tell the people, desist from it, and it's not good. This is what I said. Appreciate. Don't be a hypocrite. What should I appreciate, bro? I just appreciating what is good. I condemn what is bad, and I say what is good is good. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. And please don't forget to subscribe, or if you have not yet subscribed to this my channel, okay? Subscribe and like as some others are liking, comment as others are commenting. It's going to do me much good, okay? And this my channel is about educating people, about different trends that are happening around the world, and also to live in peace with one another. Thank you. See you in the next one.